If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. I go by Zeus Diary online. This is going to be a quick one to just share with you what I managed to score in Paris. I filmed not too long ago and I published, and here's the link here for you guys, my very first vlog. So have a look and share your thoughts with me. By the way, I'm completely new to this, so let's be kind in the comments. But anyway, we're here for the fun, enough rambling, and let's just get started. So from my Paris haul, I got some luxury and also non-luxury but kind of artistic pieces or items. First and foremost, I went to see an exhibition around the wax. For those of you that are not familiar with wax, it's this kind of bold fabric that African, especially sub-Saharan African people from, let's say, West Africa and Central Africa. I'm originally from Cameroon, and it's really part of our roots as far as I remember and as far as I recollect. So there was an exhibition on that fabric. So I went there with my little sis, and I got, a small token. The first one will be that this tote bag in wax fabric. The reason why I got it is because you have some pockets here, it's nothing crazy, but I just like the idea. And I promise you, it's not done on purpose. You have some blue, some black here. Those are colors that I can easily wear. And it's a fabric that is super light, so it's going to be one of my tote bags, shopping bags when I'm off traveling and what have you. So that's one of the pieces that I got. But what I really wanted to share with you guys, and that I found really interesting, is this book. And it's in the form of a comic book, and it's called Wax Paradox. And I really love it because I'm just going to show you the comic book. And it's the story of a lady who, for starters, is a mixed kid who's an design textile student, and who's assigned the study of the wax as a fabric. And ultimately, it turns out to be a kind of personal introspection, right, around like how she deals with being a mixed child or even woman, her upbringing, her cultural heritage and things like that. And it really resonated with me. So I bought the book there. It was the French version. I don't know if it exists in English. If it's the case, and even the French version, I'm going to link it down below in case someone is interested. But for me, that made sense. And it was 22 euros. So, I did not break the bank. And yeah, it's a nice souvenir. So that's that for now. And following what? Where shall we start? Okay, let's maybe start with my sunnies. I opened the box already because I was too excited, but I think that you can see it's from Bottega Veneta. So I ended up at La Samaritan, and that's not where I wanted to be. But, I tried on some sunnies for fun, and then I found those that I believe are quite viral on the internet. And what I like is here, what you see here, that's kind of like the Bottega drop earrings. And I'm just going to switch sunnies, so because I was too excited and I wore them straight away so that you see how they fit. And it is substantial and comfortable. And I'm just going to come closer on purpose. Today I'm wearing some pearls, and you see how you see the drop here, like if I have another piece of jewelry. That's what I liked about it. And obviously, and the same here. I just found that they're just stunning. They're just so me, so artistic, so ballsy, and yeah, I love them. You can never have enough sunnies. So that's that. That's it for my Bottega Veneta sunnies. So I'm really pleased with those because when I initially saw them online, you had like the yellow gold version with with the yellow lenses, and I already have something a bit similar. I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'll go for the tortoise version because then it's going to be something different. And then, I went there, and actually the sales associate who took care of me just told me, listen, I think that I can feel your vibe. So she went in the back and then she brought those. So they're really substantial without being like too heavy. And I think that I can pull it off, for the whole day. I'm just going to keep them for the rest of the video because I'm in honeymoon with them, and yeah, I just feel like they fit my aesthetic today really well. What do you think? I went to Paris and I had two goals. I wanted to go to Dries Van Noten flagship store in Quai Malaquais because I'm a sucker for art, history, heritage. And there's this vlogger that I follow who suggested that if you were in Paris, go to the Dries Van Noten store just for the experience of being there. Okay, so and I went there initially to check like the perfumes, and the perfumes from Dries Van Noten. What I love about it is how everything looks so well thought. There's a storytelling, even like the bottles are kind of really artistic. There's some research there, and ultimately I ended up with a pair of shoes. I can explain. Let me just show them to you. They might be man repelling for some people, but I don't care. I just love them. So I've got here like the dust bag, and I'm just removing the papers, and I'm going to show them to you with a close-up. Do you see that heel? Do you see that? It just reminded me a bit of, let me put it this way. To me, it's almost like if I had Margiela and Awake Mode that teamed up, had a baby, and then they've designed this. I don't know if you see how here, I wouldn't have like my foot entirely covered. And this is how they look. They are absolutely stunning to me. Okay, they're cool shoes to wear. They are not sexy. They are interesting, and I think that they're kind of a conversation starter. And yeah, that's why I went for them. You know, interesting enough, the same way that I said to myself, I promised myself no more black shoes. As I promised myself as well, no more black bags. This is always debatable, right? Because these for me is a pair of shoes, sandals, I don't even know what to call them, that I could take to the office, I could take to a cocktail, you see what I mean? They're kind of versatile enough. And that's why, I just carved and I got those. So I'm just going to put some footages of me trying them out with my outfit of today so that you see how they look like. And I am so glad that I discovered the brand, and I'm pretty sure that it's not the last pair that I'll get. I also tried the silver version sandals as well, but I just thought I'm just going to get those first to dip my toes into the brand, and then I would see. But those sandals, if they go on sale, when they go on sale, believe me, I'm going to snap them if they have them on my size. So that's that, guys, for the shoes. As I said, I initially went there for the perfumes and also to check the makeup line. I wanted to buy like the sample set. And if you see online, you have like the sample set where you have like 10 samples. But if you go at the flagship store, you can also have like the fresh version or eau de toilette or whatever floral scents, and also kind of the more intense scents. I said to the lady, please get me those, add them to the bill, and she forgot. But you know what? It's not a big deal because, bear with me, ultimately, she gave me a couple of samples here of the Rock de Mire. She gave me 2 of those, and it was one of my favorites, and it was part of the Intense collection. But she gave me as well one that is a travel size, and it is the Voodoo Chill. And here it's going to be rosemary and patchouli. Don't be fooled because I'm saying rosemary and patchouli. If you're into your fragrances, and if, for instance, you ever sniffed, like you say in the perfume world, Night Clubbing by Celine, that I have, by the way. Night Clubbing by Celine. As I was saying, it smells a bit like you went out clubbing and people were smoking, etc., and then it's kind of like an after party scent, but that is done in a clean way, wearable. If you think about it, Voodoo Chill is a more boozy, more naughty version of it, and I just feel like, yeah, I'm that girl. I'm glad that she gave me like the travel sample of this, so I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test both, and the next time I go to Paris or somewhere where I can get a hold of this, I'm gonna decide which one I go for. But that was cool. It's cool. It's just a pity that I didn't pay for I think the 4 or 5 of them, but I have this for free, so it's still a win. Oh, I almost forgot. Good Lord. You know what? Talking about makeup, do you see this? This is Dries Van Noten take, right, on the makeup. As I said, I'm a sucker, not for packaging, but for things that are well done, okay? So this, for instance, look at this. This is for my lipstick, what I chose as the lipstick holder. You see that? You see that? This naked thing here? You see this? Like if it looks like marble? This for me is what you call luxury. It's cool, it's funky, and yeah, I mean, anytime I will spend, I think it was 36 euros on this, instead of whatever Chanel kind of charging for the glass version of their lip balm. But this is just me. Again, like, don't come after me, right? I know that I keep saying that I'm not a Chanel girly, but here, I just want that this is so cool. And I got like a free pouch as well that is kind of silky, but I believe it's satin like. And I chose the version that mimics my lipstick, but you can choose anything else, right? So I just found that it was funky, and guess what, I went for this color, and I kid you not, it smells like roses. When you have red roses that are dried and that you use for potpourri, it smells almost like that. And I went for this color that is out of this world and that everyone cannot pull off. And yeah, that's what I'm wearing as well. And that was a beautiful experience. So yeah, I'm quite pleased, and I think that I'll make it like a yearly event to just go check things out. And to me, I kid you not, it's not even a shop, it's the boutique. When it comes to luxury shopping, creating like a luxury atmosphere, they nailed it to the T. Just go and check my vlog, and you're going to see some of the footage that I'm showcasing there of the boutique. It's just beautiful. And then you have also here, and it is the color Ruby Jimmy Satin number 68. So that's that, guys. That's all I got for you today, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Share with you your thoughts on my shoes. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but again, I'm not dressing to blending, but you know what, interesting enough. And I know that my wish list, my luxury wish list, is already out there. There were no shoes, I know that, but here I bought these shoes because I wanted the awake mode ones and also the Margiela ones. I was just kind of like, I want something from the Margiela line, but I'm not quite sure what exactly. What I'm saying here is that the boots are maybe too literal, in terms of like the whole shoe. And the ballerinas, I'm gonna tell you, are kind of calling my name. But I think that if I pull the trigger, I'll probably go for, I saw a version that is kind of a satin, like the blush ballerina pink. Maybe this way, I'm going to make it softer and it's going to make sense. Although I'm not a pink gal, so for the time being, that's what I went for. So yeah, that's that, guys. Here you have it. What else? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, please thumbs up, and until next time, have a good one. Bye. Bye for real now.